So you guys can officially book me for personal sessions here, as well as check out some of the courses that I am offering on Kajabi. Again, all the links will be available in the About section and Community Board, as well as links to check out my books. I definitely had to take a break, guys. But Happy New Year to all my kings and queens, to all my prince and princesses. But if you're able to self-reflect, right, and truly take time out for yourself to say, you know what, I was slacking here. I need to get better at this. I missed the ball with this. I need to get better at this. I was weak here, right? I need to get stronger at this. And a lot of the times when you're able to not be in denial, but say, you know what, I got issues, I got some things that I need to work on, I need some things I still need to heal from, then I feel like it's in that moment that you don't attract the same spirit that you were with in those previous years. Because if you don't heal, you know that you can attract and still deal with the same spirit, different body, new face, but same spirit. Because there's something in you, like I said, that is attracting that spirit to you, because you're not healing something, you're not recognizing something about yourself. You may feel discouraged. I'm not even going to hold you. When people go up against you and have no reason, when people just try to pry into your personal life, you know, by any means necessary, and you over here minding your business, but they over here trying to mind your business. You just don't understand it. When you over here and you break up from people, you move on from people, you wish them well, but they wish you harm. They wish you ill will. You get what I'm saying? They want to see you and break you down to nothing. You get me what I'm saying? When you wish well upon people. It's like 2023 on back was years of receiving backlash, years of receiving what we did not put out. We did not put that energy in, yet we received it. We did not put deception out there, deceit, manipulation, betrayal, but we received it. And I feel a lot of people now is in this period where we're tired. Something has to give. God got to show something in this season and this year, because we've been fighting, we've been keeping the faith, and through it all, we've stayed dutiful and obedient. We didn't allow anyone to taint our spirit or our soul. And what you don't realize is in doing that spiritual reset, right, and just saying, you know what, I'm working with what I'm given. I'm working with what I'm given. I'm not looking at this lane. I'm not looking at this person. I'm just staying focused on my path. When you focus on what it is that you need to do, 3 years of suffering, in 3 months, it could turn into 3 months of things progressing forward for you. And you don't even recognize, like, you know what, 3 years of me suffering, why it took so long, why in those 3 years it couldn't move faster, why it took 3 years of me suffering, of me going without. Maybe not 3 years, maybe it was a year for you, maybe it was 6 months for you, maybe it was 9 months, but after that period, it was like a 3-month time frame, a short time frame, that you guys were able to bounce back and quickly get things moving forward. Whereas before, you reflect back on the times that it wasn't as easy and things felt like it was stagnated, or things felt like it was paused. You get me what I'm saying? It was in that period where you needed to see things for what it was. I feel this year is truly going to be the year that you unlock your abundance, you know, your creativity. I feel like previous years, you guys may have had some success, you may have had, you know, some up and downs, or whatever the case may be, but I truly feel like that was a period for you learning certain things. I feel like maybe whatever it is that you was able to strike on, or whatever it is that you was maybe able to learn, that was like the building phase for you. Really, 2024 is what's going to set the standard for you, where you're truly going to unlock your potential. And the money and the success and the recognition and the stability and whatever it is, a foundation you was trying to build, you're going to be able to unlock it this year. How I know that? I tell you guys all the time, if you clear out all the noise, you don't do the blame game, because that's not what we do, right? We don't do the blame game. We take accountability. We grown men, we grown women out here. We're learning. You're never going to stop learning. But when you take accountability, when you're not so much focused on what's not going right for you, but what is going right for you and what you can make go right for you, right? you start to look around and pay attention to the signs that God is giving you. One of the signs that I got before, when I was headed to the airport, I saw on the billboard, you won. You won some type of battle that you was in. You got a lot of people who sitting back watching you, sitting back watching, plotting, sitting back working with people, aiding people, telling people, giving advice to people on what to do, how to do it. You not even, by the time, like I said, you able to make the connections and know who's who and who they tied to. You have already learned what you need to learn and got yourself up out of that situation. Whatever it is that you had to learn, whatever it is you had to walk away from, whatever it is you had to heal from, you won. And so now it's like you're winning because you're woke. You're woke to what this is. You're not in an illusion no more. You're woke to who you are. You're woke to what your purpose is. You're woke to why so many people try so hard to break you down and belittle you and demean you. If anyone is going up against you or have gone up against you, it's because you intimidate them. You intimidate them because in their mind, they feel like you think that you're better. But in all actuality, that's what they think. Because when they look at you, you exuberate this kind of this energy. You have this type of presence, this aura about you where it's like you're independent, you can hold your own, you don't need nobody. At the same time though, you humble with it, you're genuine with it, you're caring, you're understanding, you're loving. You're not obnoxious, you're not chauvinistic, you're not narcissistic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people can't understand that because it's like, well, how you've reached this level of success, or how you got this but you ain't got this, and or you act like this and you move like this. You understand what I'm saying? Get away from judgmental people in this year. Get away from people who at the end of the day need you to put out the fires in their life. Get away from people who are unable to give you what it is that you seek. Get away from people who are not able to be equal with you. Get away from people who wants to hold you back. Get away from people who don't think nothing of you. Get away from people who don't respect you. Get away from people who try to go out their way to place you in a certain category. Some people are going to overlook you, and it is what it is. You will be so surprised at how many people. And that's why I tell you to pray. Sometimes when you get too far away from God, because y'all think I'm perfect. I never come on here and say I'm perfect. Sometimes you get too far away from God. It could be you're not praying as much. You're going out too much. You're being distracted. You get what I'm saying? You're procrastinating on certain things. Sometimes you can be blinded. You could be blinded to certain enemies that surround you, certain energies that's affecting you, attacks that's trying to bind and cripple and destroy you. A lot of people are not going to understand why you're moving the way you're moving. A lot of people are not going to understand how you're still moving, how you're so optimistic. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to understand. They think they have you where they want you. And see, a lot of people going to be upset and mad with you because at the end of the day, the way that you're about to be moving in this season, you're moving in silence. Ain't nobody going to know what you got going on and how you're doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you have a lot of people who are going to try to pry into your business. Got a lot of people who's going to try to reconnect, circle the block. Got a lot of people who's going to try to connect to you. You got to be really discerning in this year. Some of us, like I say, singlehood and isolation can save you from a lot of distress. And it can save you from a lot of pain. And it can save you from whatever attacks the enemy may have in store for you. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever plans the enemy may have in store for you. But all in all, though, I feel this year forward to a lot of things coming into fruition for you, a lot of things manifesting in your life, and a lot of things coming together, finally. I truly mean this. I know some people can be discouraged because you got a lot of religious leaders, you got a lot of prophets, you got a lot of people out there that are hiding behind religion, hiding behind teachings, and hiding behind certain things, behind a cloak, behind a mask. And a lot of people aren't living what they're teaching. You got a lot of people who, at the end of the day, I had this talk with my dad. Some people think that in order for you to speak about God and in order for you to be able to give inspiration and motivation to other people, you have to live a certain way. There is no perfect individual in this planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? God picks imperfect beings who can reach other imperfect beings. That means no matter your background, no matter your sin, no matter what you've done, no matter what you know and what you don't know and the lack thereof, you can't pinpoint and say, well, she can't and he can't because they did this, and I caught them doing this, and see, I got the footage of them living like this. You got a lot of people, and a lot of people who would try to come after you, all because you were trying to just do better for yourself. And you don't even understand how that in itself can ruffle people's feathers. You got a lot of people's feathers ruffled because in your mind, you moved forward. In your mind, in the process of you focusing on you, you was doing everything that you needed to do to set who up for success? You. But in that whole process of you focusing on you, you had other people who was focused on you instead of focusing on who? Themselves. That's neither here nor there. You're not giving people power. You're not moving with the spirit of fear. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that's happening for you, a lot of things that God needs you to really to stand firm on and keep the faith. Whatever that may be, this is your sign and this is your confirmation. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't set yourself back. Don't go back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Move forward and persevere, no matter what it is, no matter what comes out, no matter what was done, no matter what was lost. We ain't focusing on what happened back then. This is a reset. This is a spiritual reset. The slate is being swiped clean. The slate is being swiped clean. That means no matter what you did, no matter who you came in contact with, no matter what these people know, no matter who they going back and informing, the slate is being swiped clean. Do you understand what I'm saying? No matter what attacks were sent your way, no matter whatever it is that you lost, when it's real and when something is meant for you, it will happen for you. You just have to keep fighting. You just have to keep believing. And I'm telling you this year, I ain't telling you nothing that I'm telling you, you won. For a lot of people, whatever you walked away from, whatever you healed from, whatever you went through in 2023, you made it to 2024. That in itself is an accomplishment because you're alive. You're alive. You're well. You're in your right mind. You're able-bodied. You're able to move forward and come up with a plan of action that you're going to execute this year. Whatever your goals are, start moving forward towards those goals. Anyone who do not support you, anyone who is not supporting the cause, anyone who is taking, not giving back, anyone who's not giving you encouragement, baby, listen, you can't do it all. You can't be around people who's just sucking off of you, sucking off of you. We ain't doing that in 2024. We ain't saving people no more. We ain't putting out people's fires. We're not doing that. We have to save ourselves. And I feel like in this year, I know a lot of people ain't gonna tell you, but let me tell you something. And you doing a spiritual reset, cutting people off, cleansing certain things, or noticing certain things about yourself, to change certain things about yourself, baby. In that period that you focusing on self, you got to be selfish. In that period that you focusing on self, you got to be selfish. You ain't got time to be trying to get this person and put this person on and figure out why this person did this so you can maybe go here and maybe rectify something and reconcile. If it didn't hit in 2023, it wasn't meant to hit. So whatever you had, whatever you went through, whatever was said, whatever happened, it was supposed to happen to get you here. Now that you're here, focus on self. Be selfish this year, because I'm telling you, that's what's going to save you and ensure that you step into what you're supposed to step into this year. Now, I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is if you do that, I promise you what it is that you've been praying for, what it is that you've been manifesting, you're going to see it, because you got people going to try to come. You got people going to try to send people. If you remain dutiful, if you stay in isolation, if you focus on self, you're going to step into it this year. I'm telling you what I know. 2024 is the year you win. 2024 is the year you come up. 2024 is the year you accomplish what it is that you set out to accomplish. This is the year. This is the time. This is your season. I guarantee you that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do a spiritual reset. Swipe the slate clean. If something's going up against you, whatever energy you need to cleanse out, I always tell you, you feel an energy where you don't want to pray. You feel an energy where you don't want to get up. Shake that energy off. Shake that energy off. I'm telling you, whatever energy got you in a period where you feel like discouraged or you not opening up your mouth, I always tell you, no matter what you feel, open up your mouth, speak. No matter where you are, get something out. To let the devil know that he ain't winning. To let that God is the author, creator, and writer of your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one has power or control over you but you. So if you broke yourself free from something and you healed from something, let me tell you something. You won. You woke up, you made it into the new year, and you was able to recognize all these things and say, you know what? I thank God that he kept me. I thank God that I'm still in my right mind. I thank God I still got money in the bank. I thank God I'm still standing. I thank God that he didn't allow the enemy to have his way with me. Because if he did, I would have been broken. I would have been destroyed. It would have been nothing left. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got certain people sat back, watched to see. They still watching, waiting back to see. They want to destroy everything that you've worked so hard to build. It could be your self-confidence. It ain't always about financial. It could be you work so hard to get your confidence back up, to recognize your worth. You work so hard to get yourself wherever you are at this period in your life. You're gonna have agents who gonna try to come after you. It is what it is. But as long as you understand that they have no power, they have no will, they have no authority over you, you have that. So whatever you feel, whatever your intuition is telling you, whatever spirit is telling you and guiding you to do, that's what you need to do, because that's your saving grace, and that's exactly what you did. It don't matter if you did it this time, if you did it quick enough. You did it when you were supposed to do it. You did it when you did it. And thank God that you did, because when you did, you woke up and you realized who you were. You realized ain't nobody gonna play with you in this season. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and come after you and think that you're gonna bow down and curl up and just accept defeat. It's never going to be you. It's never going to be you. So a whole lot of people going to stay mad, be mad, die mad with the people who saw you a certain way and don't want to accept the fact that you've grown. Don't want to accept the fact. So any little thing that they can find, any little thing that they can pick on and critique, they're going to do it, because they cannot accept the new you. They cannot accept the grown you, the mature you, the healed you, the successful you, the beautiful you, the handsome you, the about your business, stand on business you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what it is within them, but that's neither here nor there. That's a personal problem. That's something that they got to heal from. I tell you that. But it got a lot to do with that. And so at the end of the day, you recognized a lot of things and you said, you know what, I'm not focused on that no more, man. I'm not focused on who wanted to go against me, who went up against me, who think this of me, who don't want to respect me, who don't want to give into me, who don't want to be in my life. Baby, go do you. And I pray that you live your best life. I pray you find what it is that you've been searching for, what you've been praying for. And let me get on to what I need to do. That's what it should be about in this season. Being selfish and focusing on you, not being selfish and, like I say, taking that and saying, you know what, oh, well, I'm going to be mean and I'm going to be greedy. No, you're being selfish because in this period, you got to focus on you in order to step into what God has in store for you in this season, this year. You win, do the spiritual reset, understand that God is swiping the slate clean. Don't hold nothing to your chest that God has already released you from and He's already forgiven you for. You understand what I'm saying? He's already forgiven you. So all you need to do is just come to terms and grips with where you are in your life, what you went through in your life, who you have in your life, who you don't have in your life, where you want to go in life, who you're going to accept in your life, and who you're going to keep those firm boundaries with and keep out your life. And that's just on Mary Had a Little Lamb, Pleases White Snow. Play with it, but don't play with me, because you already know how it's about to go, okay? So on that note, keep your head up. Never let nobody see you sweat. And you already know what I'm about to say. If you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your friend. I'm your sister. I cover that real, never that fake. Okay? You already know what time it is. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC game. This is a copy of my brand new children's book, The Miraculous Busy Billy. And this story details where a bee named Billy is pretty much faced with a lot of criticism in his hive. This is my dedication here to my grandmother and also to all the young kids out there that are going through similar situations that Billy has gone through. And pretty much he has been able to develop and maintain a strong spiritual connection with the Most High, which he is joked and mocked for. But it's by way of this connection, when the beaver hive is in trouble, it's Billy who has to step in to save the day. And he does that by, like I said, asking the angels to
forgive everyone in his beehive. And he also brings others to spirituality as well, to pray just as he's done. So I feel this is a great book that will encourage and inspire children to continue to being their most authentic selves and being faithful and obedient to the Most High when faced with adversity. This is a great and positive read for your children. A great way to introduce spirituality to them. So make sure you go ahead and check out my book. It's available on Amazon for purchase via my website and my YouTube. Thank you, and I hope you and your kids enjoy. Be blessed.
My book, Steps Towards Reinventing Yourself, is available now on Amazon. Check link below in description box and community board.